Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. In my last video of what downtown Portland looks like in 2021 was a great success. I have a lot of positive reviews and comments. So this is part 2 and let's get started. But this time I decided to see the city on foot, so I used one of the weekend's long run to do a 15-kilometer loop around the city and capture the image that you guys are about to see in the following footages. Now let's start a journey here at the Chapman and Lonsdale Square Park. This is the heart of the center of the city of Portland and also the epicenter of the intense confrontations between the protesters, federal agents, and Portland police since the summer of 2020 that captivated the attention of the nation and the entire world. This particular spot that we're looking at here is where a beautiful elk statue once stood. The elk statue fountain was one of the oldest statues in the city of Portland. It has stood the time over 120 years since the 1900s, and it was a symbol of Portland as well as Oregon. It's a place to visit for tourists and young kids, as well as office workers during lunch break. But during the protests of 2020, the foundation was heavily damaged to an extent that the statue has to be removed. Now over the missing statue, that is the county courthouse. The blue building is the Portland Metro's office. Next to the Metro's office, that's the City Hall. That's where the mayor and city councilmen carry out their oaths of office and taking care of the business for the people of Portland. To the east, we have the Hatfield Center, which is the federal courthouse. Next to it, this is the Portland Police Bureau building and also the Portland County Jail. As you can see, all the windows of the building has been boarded up. Wait a minute, something smells good. What's going on there? Are they barbecuing? Oh well, anyway, let's get back to the buildings. So as you can see, both the Portland Police Building and the federal courthouse has been heavily barricaded from the protests. Let's take a closer look at the Portland Police Bureau building. You can see all the windows on the lower units has been boarded up. That kind of makes you wonder if the Portland Police is struggling to provide security and safety for its own headquarters buildings. How would it be able to provide security and maintain orders for the people of Portland and the people's properties in Portland? Now on to the City Hall. Very similar stories. As you can see, the buildings has lower unit windows boarded up on all 4 sides. This is the other side of it, all boarded up as well. And just kind of makes you wonder, when will this stop? When will the city reopen City Hall and make everything normal again? This is the Multnomah County Courthouse. You can see it's all boarded up on all sides as well. And the building next to it, the Metro office building, actually there's no boarding, but there's a lot of camps in front of it, so they get its own treatment. Now the surrounding areas financial buildings also have their buildings barricaded on all sides. This is due to some of the protests and violence spilled out of the main areas onto the surrounding areas where some of these buildings has sustained damages. Now what we're looking at here are the blocks and blocks of small business, restaurants and shops has been boarded up and also permanently closed down. You can see these stores are not coming back. Building cover materials, black tapes, plywood boards are everywhere. That's one of my lunch places, McDonald's and Subway, all closed down. This is the street that a lot of the major insurance company, banking, and financial company located. All these buildings also have heavy barricades all around them. And this is the other side, the other corner of the Multnomah County Courthouse. The Starbucks that I always go to also closed. This is the Hilton Hotel. It's closed as well. The entire hotel is closed. I'm not sure if it's temporary or permanent. This is the very next block. Same story everywhere. The Chase Bank next to the Pioneer Square is boarded up. And the Pioneer Courthouse, which is a museum, not a functional courthouse, is also boarded up on all sides. On the other side of the Pioneer Square, the Wells Fargo Bank is also boarded up. Pretty much in downtown, all financial institutes has been impacted. So from here, I would like to stop narrating and let the image and pictures do all the talking. Now I have to say something here. That little thing running right under the car, that's a little puppy. This is actually very hard to watch. The puppy seems to be tied to some sort of cord or a garden hose. Hopefully not. But it's very sad. Just drag along that big garden hose. You can see the little puppy just trying to get out of there. And just looking at the street, and that he just saw me, and he's like maybe hoping I have some treats for him. This is from the other side. That's the owner sitting there, and with that big chunky wire or hose tying to his leg. Yeah, just so hard to see. Just goes to show that when things break down, not only humans suffer, animals suffers too. There's another dog behind the tent among those piles of trash. It's just hard to watch.